let us know something about the excretory system in human beings. To begin with, let us understand what is excretion. The term excretion refers to a process of separation, collection, and elimination of unwanted substances from the body. In the current scenario, we would be referring to unwanted nitrogenous products. Now, when we talk about nitrogenous products, the main source of nitrogenous compounds in our body happens to be the proteins which we take in form of food. These proteins, they undergo the digestion process, and the end product of protein digestion happens to be amino acids. That is, every protein molecule is broken down finally into amino acids. Proteins which are consumed in form of food, they go through the process of digestion in the alimentary tract, the end product being amino acids. All these digested amino acids are first of all absorbed into the bloodstream. That is, from the intestine basically, they will be absorbed into the bloodstream, and through bloodstream they are brought into liver. It is in the liver that the further process is decided and done. Now, a lot of these amino acids, they are majorly used for preparation of fresh proteins. That is, wherever protein synthesis is going on, these same amino acids will be utilized in a suitable way so as to generate different types of proteins. But those amino acids which are not being used for synthesis of fresh proteins, these are treated as excess amino acids. Now, amino acid, when I say, it's an organic molecule that contains a carboxylic acid group and an amino group, that is NH2 group. So, there's a process wherein the NH2 group from the amino acid is removed. The process is called as deamination. And this NH2 group is suitably excreted. The rest of the molecule is converted into some usable organic compound. Now, product of deamination, the NH2 group, it's to be suitably excreted. When I say it is to be converted into some other molecule which can then be eliminated from the body. This other molecule can either be ammonia, or can be urea, or can be uric acid. Now, when the end product of deamination, NH2, is converted into ammonia for being eliminated from the body, the process is called as Ammonotelism. Ammonotelism, and the animals who are capable of doing it, they are called as Ammonotelic animals. When the amino group is converted into urea for being eliminated from the body, the process is called as ureotelism, and the animals who do it, they are called as ureotelic animals. Whereas when the amino group is converted into uric acid for being eliminated from the body, the process is called as uricotelism, and the animals who perform this, they are called as uricotelic animals. Now, why have these compounds to be eliminated? Let's understand the end product of deamination, that is NH2 group, the amino group. It cannot be stored in the body. So it needs to be eliminated from the body as early as possible, because it proves to be harmful for the tissues, for the cells, for the organs, or let's say in general for the body. So it needs to be eliminated from the body following the shortest possible process, and hence it's to be converted into some other molecule which can then be excreted. Now, when we talk about ammonotelism, see, whether it's ammonia or urea or uric acid, its toxicity would be applicable when it is inside the cell, inside the tissue, and it would get into the tissue if it's highly soluble and if it's relatively a smaller molecule. And when we compare these three molecules, ammonia, urea and uric acid, ammonia is highest in solubility and smallest in size. I am referring to only these three molecules, mind well. And hence ammonia is highest in toxicity. Therefore, it needs to be eliminated from the body as quickly as possible. But at the same time, being highly soluble in water, it has to be eliminated in the soluble state. Therefore, ammonotelism is expressed, it's exhibited by those animals who stay in water, that is, aquatic animals. Now, these aquatic animals can eliminate ammonia directly by the process of diffusion across the body wall, through the body wall. That is, ammonia is directly eliminated from blood across the body wall into the surrounding medium, that is water. That is ammonotelism, which is found, as I said, in most of the aquatic invertebrates and fishes, freshwater fishes. Mind well, it cannot be expressed by marine fishes because marine water is already saturated with a lot of dissolved salts. So further eliminating ammonia in the dissolved state is not possible for marine fishes. So freshwater fishes, they can excrete ammonia as the end product of deamination. Urea is relatively less toxic but more toxic than uric acid, and it is also highly soluble, though not as soluble as ammonia. And so it also needs to be eliminated from the body as quickly as possible. Mind well, formation of urea from NH2 itself involves a complex mechanism. We would talk about it in the next session. This urea, which is generated in the ureotelic animals, it is eliminated in a soluble form, in a dissolved state. That means it would be eliminated as a solution of urea. Quite obviously, it would be possible only for those animals who can spare some amount of water for being eliminated along with urea. And hence this is possible only in amphibians and mammals. Now amphibians, because amphibians they stay in water for most of the time, so a bit of the water which they take in can be diverted towards elimination of urea. Same applies to mammals. Mammals can consume water, so a bit of this water they use for elimination of urea. Now here we may take the case of birds who can actually consume water but still they are not ureotelic. That's because urea solution has to be stored in the urinary bladder, and birds have all possible adaptations for making their body lighter. And if they need to store urea in form of urine, then that would add to the body weight and would hamper their ability to fly. Hence, they do not show ureotelism. Uricotelism, on the other side, involves excretion of uric acid, which is least toxic amongst the three products that we talked about, and it is comparatively little soluble. So, elimination of uric acid doesn't involve elimination of water. It can be excreted in a semi-solid form, and hence it is exhibited by reptiles and birds. Reptiles who cannot consume water, so they have to eliminate a product which doesn't involve elimination of water. Birds can consume water, but as I mentioned earlier, they cannot store urine, and hence they go for uricotelism. These are the three ways in which the product of deamination can be eliminated from the body. Now we are going to talk more about excretory system or mechanism of excretion in human beings. So we will take the next session about formation of urea and further details about the excretory system. Keep watching the videos, like them, subscribe to the series and share these videos with your friends and family.